You won't believe what magical treasure Dizzy discovers in his room. Once upon a time, in the quiet little town of Willowbrook, there lived a cheerful boy named Andy. Andy was curious about everything. He loved exploring the woods, asking endless questions, and sometimes getting a little too messy. But Andy had one tiny problem. His room was always, well, let's just say it looked like a tornado had moved in. Socks hid under his bed like shy mice, books piled into towers that nearly toppled, and toys seemed to have meetings in the middle of the floor. One Saturday morning, Andy's mom called up the stairs. "Andy, time to clean your room. You won't find any treasure in there until you tidy it up." Andy groaned. "Treasure? In my room? Ha! The only treasure I'd find here is probably a missing sock." Still, he grabbed his broom, plopped on his baseball cap, and decided to turn cleaning into an adventure. The Dizzy Disc appears. As Andy dusted his bookshelf, something shiny slipped from behind a stack of comic books. It was a round, colorful disc, shimmering with swirls of gold and silver. When Andy picked it up, the disc started to spin on its own, whirling so fast it made him dizzy. "Whoa, you're one weird frisbee," Andy laughed. Suddenly, the disc spoke in a cheerful, echoing voice. "Greetings, Andy. I am Dizzy Disc, the keeper of hidden treasures. If you're brave enough, I'll show you wonders you've never imagined, right here in your very room." Andy's eyes widened. "A talking disc with treasures. This has got to be better than cleaning." The magical hunt. Dizzy Disc spun 3 times and floated into the air. "Your room holds secrets, Andy. You've stepped over them, stuffed them under your bed, and hidden them in drawers. But today they'll be revealed." The walls shimmered, and suddenly Andy's messy room transformed into a glowing treasure map. Piles of toys turned into mountains, the carpet became a forest, and his laundry basket grew into a cave. "First clue," Dizzy Disc sang. "Find the tiny dragon who guards the golden key." Andy dashed toward the laundry cave, digging through socks and shirts until... "Found you!" He pulled out his old green toy dragon, the one he thought he lost last year. Its plastic claws clutched a golden key. The key glittered as Andy held it up. "This is awesome!" Unlocking the wonders. Next, Dizzy Disc zoomed toward the towering bookshelf mountain. Second clue. The key unlocks a chest where forgotten dreams rest. Andy climbed carefully and discovered a small wooden box he hadn't seen in ages. The golden key fit perfectly. Inside, he found his dream journal, pages filled with wild adventures he had written when he was younger. He smiled as he read about flying to the moon on a giant butterfly and swimming with dolphins in a rainbow sea. "I forgot about these. These are treasures." The greatest treasure of all. But Dizzy Disc wasn't done yet. For the final clue, look in the place where shadows hide to find the treasure shining inside. Andy dropped to the floor and peeked under his bed. There, covered in dust, was a small wooden box he'd never seen before. When he pulled it out and opened it, his jaw dropped. Inside was a glowing crystal shaped like a heart. It pulsed with warmth and light. "This," Dizzy Disc explained, "is the treasure of your room. It holds the magic of all your laughter, your kindness, and the love your family gives you every day. The true treasure isn't gold or jewels. It's the joy, memories, and dreams you keep close." Andy hugged the glowing heart, feeling happier than ever. Back to reality. In a flash, the room returned to normal. The disc floated down and gave Andy a little wink. "Remember, Andy, treasure is found where you care for what you have. Keep your room bright and you'll always uncover magic." Then, with a final spin, Dizzy Disc disappeared, leaving Andy's room a little cleaner and Andy's heart a lot fuller. That evening, when his mum peeked in, she gasped, "Andy, your room is sparkling. What got into you?" Andy just grinned and whispered to himself, "Let's just say I found a treasure worth keeping. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye."